Most people don't know who they're talking about when they're talking about the 11 million undocumented immigrants. They need to see our faces to remind themselves that we're just like them.
We just drive by, we stop in a location, we plug the truck, set up everything inside, and in a matter of minutes, people can go into the truck, take their picture in the photo booth, and it gets printed. Once it's printed, we start facing them in a wall nearby, on the ground like this. In 10 years of the project, we printed more than 400,000 portraits, and people from 138 countries in the world used our platform to stand for what they believe in their own community. This is our third tour related to immigration issues. Our idea here is to create pathways for citizenship so they can legally become part of the country.
The 11 million immigrants that need a pathway to citizenship are your neighbors, they're your classmates, your coworkers. They are people like you and me, they're no different. I remember being 8 years old, knowing that I was undocumented, and I remember every time my mom came home late from work, I would panic. I would worry that she had been detained by ICE, possibly deported. DACA depends on the whims of the president and on the whims of the courts. And that's why right now we are fighting for a permanent solution, an actual bill that will create a pathway to citizenship for dreamers, for TPS families, and for essential workers and their loved ones.
Today we have with us a testimony from a young woman, very brave, who is going to tell us what it's like when your family gets separated by deportations.
In 2014, my father was racially profiled and deported. I was only 5 years old. And then in 2018, my mother and aunt and uncle were deported. I was only 9 years old. I was scared and depressed. When my father was deported, I asked myself until recently, did I not cry enough? Did they not know how much it was going to hurt me?
It's time to stop fear-mongering about immigrants and actually pass a solution in Congress. The budget reconciliation process is the best path forward for us to pass a pathway to citizenship. Every time that we get close to passing a pathway to citizenship, anti-immigrant politicians come up with another excuse not to allow it. It is way overdue, and we're tired of excuses.
I love to see things like this in the community. I think we need more stuff like this.
It's really eye-opening because you get to see all of the different faces that are involved in the community.
So this one I think hits a little more home. So my parents are from former Yugoslavia, so I'm a first-generation American, and just like hearing the stories that my dad kind of used to tell us as children of like how hard it was for him to get here.
I have a lot of friends, that are from Africa, and it's been a struggle for them to constantly, reclaim their citizenship and their space. Representation is everything when it comes to being able to be a voice for people that actually needs that voice.
Art is such a neutral language that speaks to anyone. That's much easier for you to get involved with the message, and then you process it yourself and you change yourself. And by changing yourself, you can change the world.
These are the people that brought the country out of the pandemic. The least our country can do right now to show the gratitude is to allow them to have a pathway to become U.S. citizens.